Are you interested in understanding how to use Wim Hof breathing to alleviate your neurodiverse symptoms and give you more energy and mental clarity? What you need to know is that there are two ways to go about doing this. The first way is be someone who's really, really great at habits. Just tell yourself you're going to do it every single day and you're done. Since you're watching this video, I'm going to guess that you're not that kind of person. And when I'm not on ADHD medication, which I'm not, then I'm not that kind of person either. This video is about how I use Wim Hof breathing to support self-regulation of my body so that I can get the body to do the things that I need it to do so that I can, thrive as a human being. The really difficult piece here is that if you can't hold on to habits every day, you need to learn how to pay attention to your feelings and your mind. I want to make a video right now that is not the one that I'm recording, but I'm having trouble focusing because I'm waking up in the middle of the night to do a Fiverr gig right now. I also just ate a bunch of really dark chocolate for the first time in a long time, and it gave me an energy burst that made me feel like I was going to do my video from a place of frustration, which is not really my thing. So my two options are go take a big nap or do Wim Hof breathing for 15 minutes and see if that has added enough coherence to my bioelectric field so that my nervous system can handle the amount of energy that I have so I can record the video that I actually want to record. The results are that I definitely feel like I have more energy in me and definitely more focus that I can sit down and make the video that I really want to make. And also while I was doing Wim Hof breathing, I thought of things that would actually be useful to share about how you do Wim Hof breathing. Basic strategy, if you've never really heard of power breathing before, is that you want to be sitting or lying down, not driving. You can totally pass out into an alternate dimension if you do enough Wim Hof breathing. Take the biggest breaths you can and really fill your lungs by imagining filling your stomach and your lungs and even your head. You want to take this breath in as quickly as you can, and as soon as you're full, let it back out again. I've definitely seen pointers about not letting it out the whole way, and then continue this process for 30 to 40 breaths. Once you feel like you're at the point where you're ready to stop, you take a deep breath in and hold it for 10 seconds, let out that air, and just lie there. When you feel like you need to breathe, you don't push yourself to hold for longer than you have to. You just take a breath in and hold that for 10 seconds. And when you're done, release it and start again. The beginner's version is to do 3 or 4 rounds. If I'm doing it with my 7-year-old, we might just do 1 round. Okay, the actual example for Wim Hof breathing would be and it makes you feel a million times better. Enjoy becoming aware of the sensations of your body. Wim Hof breathing really brings home the fact that when we're feeling shivers or anything like that, we're literally feeling our nervous system sending little energy signals around, and it's pretty. When you're doing the breathing practice, it helps you become more aware of shifts in your sensory experiences that you might not be paying attention to normally. By the time I get to round 3, when I'm holding my breath, I can audibly notice that outside sounds dim themselves until I release that breath and start going again. In a similar way, when I was on ADHD medication, as soon as I started doing the breathing, I could literally see the black space inside my head get pushed further and further out as my proprioception or something turned on, and I felt more spacious as I took those breaths in. When you have thoughts in your head, just don't worry about the fact that they're there and don't judge yourself for them being there. Think of them more like a radio playing in the background and less like a phone call that you're supposed to be interacting with. Another thing that's really cool about Wim Hof breathing is you can actually see the difference that it has on your bioelectric coherence by using a free HRV app. You see, heart rate variability is the ability for your heart to deal with the stressors that it's under right now. If you measure your heart rate before Wim Hof breathing and a couple minutes after Wim Hof breathing, your HRV reading will go up, which is awesome. People who are really healthy and exercise a lot tend to have a higher HRV, whereas people who are neurodiverse or have mental health issues tend to have no HRV. I used to have no HRV, even when I was on 60 milligrams of medication, because I couldn't handle the stresses of living out of alignment with myself. I'm not going to get into the nuances of HRV right now, but if you're interested, let me know in the comment and I can add that to the video queue. And if you haven't done Wim Hof breathing before, I implore you to please pause what you're doing and take 3 minutes to try just one session. 30 to 40 breaths, hold for 10 seconds, release until you feel like you need to breathe, take a breath and hold for 10 seconds. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video on bioelectric coherence, which is one of the things that is improved greatly when you do Wim Hof breathing.